Attention passionate Eagles fans, a major twist might be happening behind the scenes, and it has the potential to completely change the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. Strong rumors are circulating that one of the NFL's top defenders could be on his way to Philadelphia. Could he be the next big name to wear Eagles green? This deal could transform the team's defense into a real fortress. Is Howie Roseman about to make another bold move? But first, if you are a true Eagles fan, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Every day we bring you the hottest news straight from the most reliable sources. The Philadelphia Eagles enter the offseason as the reigning Super Bowl champions after a dominant victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, in which the defensive line sacked quarterback Patrick Mahomes 6 times. Josh Sweat and Milton Williams, 2 key pieces of the defensive line, will likely head elsewhere in free agency. Still, the Eagles could make a blockbuster deal that would, without a doubt, bring in the best defensive player in the league. Defensive. And Myles Garrett, a 6-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro, and 2023 AP Defensive Player of the Year, requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns in February. According to The Athletic, the Eagles have real interest in acquiring the 29-year-old player. Here's why the move makes sense for the Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles' interest in Garrett is real. As terrifying as Philadelphia's defense was in the Super Bowl, imagine adding the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. Garrett could be this year's version of Saquon Barkley for Howie Roseman, said an NFL GM. He is an impact addition and not an overpaid free agent. Howie isn't afraid to try things, and this fits where they are as a team. How would the Eagles find room to fit Garrett? By letting some key members of their Super Bowl winning group go. Linebacker Zack Baun was a free agent gem Roseman found last offseason, but now he's ready to cash in. Baun, edge rusher Josh Sweat, defensive tackle Milton Williams, and guard Mekhi Becton highlight Philadelphia's free agent class, and bringing back all or even some of them could be challenging, especially if Garrett enters the scene. And you can be sure Roseman will put Philadelphia in the conversation for Garrett. The Eagles have been linked to Garrett several times this offseason, including a report from The Athletic that said he would be this year's version of the Saquon Barkley trade as the Birds look to gear up for another Super Bowl run. Not only would it be a Barkley-style move in terms of the impact it could have on Philadelphia's young defense, but adding Garrett would also make sense from a roster-building philosophy for the Eagles. It's no secret that Howie Roseman builds through the trenches. After the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts, Roseman coined the phrase quarterback factory, but the team might actually be a factory of offensive and defensive lines. Since becoming general manager in 2010, Roseman has selected 10 offensive or defensive linemen in the first round, including recent first-round picks Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith in 2023. Adding Garrett to a lineup with Carter and Smith would be terrifying for opposing teams. Garrett is coming off a season in which he recorded 14 sacks, 22 tackles for loss, and 28 quarterback hits in 17 games. He has had at least 10 sacks or more in 7 consecutive seasons and has the second most sacks since entering the league in 2017 with 102.5, trailing only Pittsburgh Steelers' TJ Watt. Howie Roseman is famous for making big deals. Roseman can never be ruled out of making a blockbuster trade, especially if it involves putting a top-tier player like Garrett in a premium position. A trade for Garrett would likely include 1 or 2 first-round picks and additional assets. As general manager, Roseman has made several significant moves in March and April before or during the NFL draft. On draft night in 2022, the Eagles acquired wide receiver A.J. Brown from the Tennessee Titans for first and third-round picks. The deal was a huge success, as Brown played the best years of his career in Philadelphia and won a Super Bowl as the team's #1 wide receiver. When Roseman was vice president of player personnel for the Eagles in 2009, the team sent first and fourth-round picks to the Buffalo Bills for Jason Peters, who recently retired. Even beyond deals that did not include first-round picks, Roseman made moves for impact players like Darius Slay, Timmy Jernigan, and others who helped them find success in recent seasons.